Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Dad's here and we are in Squamish, British Columbia, up in Canada, and we have this brand new Shark 600 by the good folks at PropairFlight. This is a pretty cool little plane. It's got trailing linkage on the rear main gear. It's an interesting little plane. It's got a Rotax 100 horsepower engine. It's the 912 and it's carbureted, so it's not fuel injected or turbocharged. It's $6 and change. This thing is a pretty good little deal. And so if you're kind of like one of those guys that are stepping in for the first time, this might be a good plane, you know, for you to cut your teeth on. That said, let's get her out to the airport. And this is Squamish, and this is an airport in British Columbia by Burning Blue Design, and they are a great little developer, or I shouldn't say a little developer, they're a great developer of little airports. They give it the touch that a lot of airports, well, basically because most of the Microsoft default airports don't have the Burning Blue touch. Wish they did though. So we're going to take this thing and get it out to the runway up here in British Columbia. And take this thing for a circuit and see how she performs. $6, folks. It's a pretty good price. Let's see what she can do though. She's got a pretty cool instrument panel. Okay, so we're at the end of the runway and there's some bears. Anyway, this plane's got a Dynon multifunction display. Pretty cool little display, kind of with the 3GX. Kind of has it all, but again, I think there's not many buttons. These buttons don't work. And then you can zoom in and zoom out. And then your barometer. Anyway, let's get this thing in the air and see what she'll do. Let's take a quick peek at her specifications first on the page. So she has got a Rotax 100 horsepower engine in it. Empty weight 650, max takeoff 320, which means she is LSA, but she's got retractable gear, which kind of creates a problem. But that may not, after Mosaic takes effect, that may not be a problem. Anyway, she'll do 206 miles an hour maximum. She cruises at 180. Most of the time, you're probably going to be doing about 150, and she'll stall clean at 50. Let's see what she'll do, because everything's in kilometers. But we've kind of got some numbers figured out here to keep her working. Let's get her off the ground. Let's get a notch of flaps. Let's get her up. Okay, gear up. Flaps up. Good looking little plane. She's tiny. I saw Dan Johnson these up down in Florida about a year ago. Maybe it was less than a year ago. And I thought, like, okay, that's a pretty cool little plane. Now they've got it in the sim. And British Columbia is beautiful. In a lot of ways, it reminds you of the Swiss Alps. Power lines. Don't want to tangle with them. Okay, let's see if we can keep her. She's pretty slick at low speeds, but when you get her up to about the max, she's not so slippery. Dan Johnson had this thing, and I saw the video that he put out on it. This is available on Orbix and on their website. I got it from Orbix, and it cost $622 US, but then by the time it was all said with taxes and everything, it was $9. But still, that's a bargain for an aircraft. Butter landings. And she did pretty good. Let's get this turned around here. And back taxi. The ground handling seems decent. Back to the airport. Now let's taxi her back in, see what we got here. I love these little airports from Burning Blue. They really put the touch to it. Now take a look at this thing from the outside and see what we got here. Looks pretty good. I'll tell you what, you know, I mean, for the price, this is not a bad airplane. She's carbon fiber. She's not metal. Let's jump back in. I think we can flip. Yeah. because our canopy's open. We've got a back seat. She is a shark. She is a shark. And it's interesting, if you take a look through here, this little hole, that's how you can tell if your gear's down or up. Just look right through that hole, because the gear comes up right between your legs. So it's a great little plane, and for the price, really, I think it's a pretty good buy. I'm going to have to say I'd recommend it. And with that said, I want to thank you all for joining me. You all have a great Easter, and we'll talk to you again real soon.